Hi, I'm going to show you how to test if your high voltage diode is good. Your diode may also not be marked, so I'll be showing you how to find out what end is negative and what end is positive. Here's a schematic for the circuit you'll need. Connect a DC power supply here. I have a homemade 24 volt DC power supply, but a 12 volt wall adapter will do just as well. Put a 240 ohm resistor on the positive side here to limit current. It doesn't have to be exactly 240 ohms, somewhere around there will do. Connect the voltmeter at this end of the circuit. Connect your diode here. If the negative side of the diode is marked on it, then orient it with the negative side facing the negative side of the circuit, like in this diagram. If the diode isn't marked, don't worry about it. This test will tell you which end is negative. When you turn on the power supply, here's what you should see. If the voltage is around 6 to 10 volts, basically a substantial voltage but less than the power supply voltage, then your diode is good, and the end which you've got connected to the negative side of the circuit is the negative end of the diode, so you're done. If, however, the voltage is the same as your power supply voltage, then either you have your diode connected backwards or the diode is open, meaning it's bad. So how do you know which one? Well, try it again with the diode connected in the other direction. If you still get the power supply voltage, then the diode is bad. Throw it away. However, if this time you get 6 to 10 volts, then the diode was connected backwards, so it's good. And lastly, if you get 0 to 2 volts, then the diode is shorted. It's basically acting like a straight wire and is not a diode at all, so throw it away. Let's do an actual demonstration. Here's my setup for testing the direction of high voltage diodes. Over here I have a 24 volt DC power supply, currently set to 15 volts. There's my meter. Here I have three 100 ohm resistors. I didn't have a 240 ohm resistor, so I just put three 100s in series. There's the diode currently being tested, already connected into the circuit. There's my batch of diodes that I haven't tested yet. And here are the ones that I have tested. Notice I put a white mark on them using liquid paper. A white marker will do. Now let's go look at the meter. So the meter is on the 30 volt DC scale. That's the scale here with the 3 under DC. Now I'll just turn on the power supply. And we get about 14 volts DC. That means that the diode is reversed in the circuit. So I need to switch it around. So switching the diode around. And then we'll look at the meter and turn on the power supply again. So still on the 30 volt DC scale, I'll just turn on the power supply. And this time we get around 11.5 volts. That means that the diode is in the correct direction in the circuit. So now I'll just mark the diode. I'll grab the liquid paper. Now the end that I want to mark is the end that's closest to the negative. There we go. I'll just pull the diode off and mark all the other sides too.